Hi everyone, Lamisha here from LamishaSerf-Walls.com, and today I'm bringing you another Mindset Monday tip of the day. And today's tip comes from a question that I get all the time from many of my clients, particularly the ones who are coupled, married, or have parents or children that maybe don't have the best mindset. And that question is, how do I change my partner's, my spouse, my friends, my kids' mindset? Now I'm going to give you the secret to this, right? And the answer is you can't. The short answer is you cannot. You are not responsible for anyone else's mindset. You are not responsible for how anyone else feels or thinks or believes or what they believe to be true about their reality. That's none of your business. However, there are things that will happen when you focus solely on shifting your own mindset. So a lot of times this question comes up as I start working with clients, particularly clients who are married or in a long-term relationship. And a lot of times they will come to me and they'll say, hey, Lamisha, I am, really working on my money mindset, or I'm really working on my body consciousness and really wanting to get healthy again. And I know you said mindset is so important, but every time I start getting on a good roll with this one over here has these negative thoughts and beliefs and is sharing them with me. And then I get triggered and it throws me off. So just tell me how to fix that and then I'll be okay. And I always giggle a little bit because I can relate. I used to think that as well. Like, just give me the answer to fix this thing over here and then I'll be all better. But that's not how it works, friends. So when you're thinking about how can I fix this thing over here? How can I fix this person? How can I shift their mindset so I'm not triggered anymore? I want to remind you how mindset works. It's not about anyone else. It's never about anyone else. It's never even about the money or the weight or the love or the relationship. It is always, always, always about how you view it. So in that circumstance where you may want to shift and change your partner's thoughts on health, or shift and change your partner's thoughts on finances, and you want them to be more positive and you want them to be more, thinking about abundance and prosperity, I want to remind you to turn your attention back to your journey. Because when we set out to do this work, when you start shifting and changing your beliefs and you start shifting and changing the energy around yourself, money is not only going to flow into your life, or you're not only going to release that weight and have all of these other blessings, but there's also another change that happens. And that change comes from your partner or your spouse or your kids. So that negativity that you used to see, number one, you won't see it as much. And number two, you're likely to see some shifts that are happening within them without you ever saying anything. But the challenge that typically happens with my clients and myself, if I'm completely honest, is that instead of waiting for that shift to happen, instead of focusing on our own journey and allowing ourselves to be aligned and just letting the results speak for themselves, we tend to want to get our hands in the mix. We want to tell that person, hey, I really want you to read this book. We should sit down and meditate together. We should do our affirmations. We should do our vision board together. That doesn't always work, particularly if you have people who are non-believers or who are skeptical, or who aren't quite into all that stuff, right? They resist that, and they may resist it even more the harder you try to push them into that. So the key is to take a step back, to remind yourself why you are doing this to begin with. You are shifting and changing your mindset so that you feel better, so that you can start changing your actual reality, so that you can enjoy your life a bit more. And when you do that energetically, that other half of your equation, that other half of your partnership, that other half of your relationship, whatever that is going to shift as well. And the least bit of change that could happen is that you just don't see their negativity anymore. And I would consider that to be a win for sure, right? So the next time you ask yourself, how can I change them? They're triggering me. How can I change their mindset? I want you to remember that you can't. But the thing that gives you all the power is to shift and change yourself, which in the end will start changing everything around you. It's going to start changing everything that you see, everything that you experience, and all of the different aspects of your reality, including what you see from partners, spouses, bosses, and whomever else. So focus on your journey. Remember that your mindset is your responsibility and nothing else. You don't have any control over anyone else, thank goodness, because a full-time job just to control our own stuff, right? So remember, do your mindset work, do whatever feels good for you. And if you're questioning if you're doing the right thing, if you're wondering if your mindset work is the right kind of work. If you're questioning your path, if you need some support, reach out and ask. Let me help you. Let's have a chat and see if we are a good fit. I also want to add, if you have a mindset question that you would like to be answered on a future Mindset Monday tip, please feel free to send those questions to me. You can pop the question below, or you can send me a message directly on my Facebook page, and I would love to answer those questions for you. In the meantime, I hope you guys are having a fabulous Monday and a great rest of the week. Bye, guys.